What's up? How we doing? How we doing this Monday? Monday motivation, top of the rising, right? Um, Pretty much. I hope everybody had all the fathers out there enjoyed your Father's Day. Um, we don't get enough credit, you know what I'm saying, for the ones that do try to be in their kids' life and just do, that go above and beyond to teach and raise their children, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we know the ones that's, dropping the ball, but for the most part, that's for the ones that, that step it up all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? And not just, yesterday you wasn't appreciated, you appreciated every day, at least, your significant other, your spouse, your baby mamas or whatever should be, showing you that, because the things that the obstacles in life, for us to overcome those things and still be able to do what we do for our fam. So, like I said, you are appreciated in my eyes, as I would say. I still appreciate the ladies though, but the fathers do their part. It takes two. With the ladies out there, reason why I say that, man, with the ladies, just getting back on that, the homeboy, put it on perspective. And like I said, it should be a perspective for a lot of people. If your throne is not on the head of a queen, it's just a chair. Meaning, if you get it, you get it. I ain't even gonna explain it, man. I ain't about to be, doing too much with that. But if you don't get it, then I guess, if you're in the chest, you should know, protect that queen, man. That queen moving all across that board. And she gonna make things happen, and the king is as important as the queen. But the queen is moving. And like I said, when you look at nature, man, you can see just a lot of that feminine energy out here holding it down as well, man. But like I said, it takes two. So we both, entwined with each other, and that's just what it is. But happy Father's Day, man. Wanted to talk on that, and just, the happy Juneteenth as well for you guys that celebrated. I hope you guys know the history behind it instead of just starting to, celebrate it and thinking it's a thing to do. Like a lot of us, like I said, we don't want to dive into some things because either we don't want to learn or refuse to learn. I don't know what it is, but for the most part, I hope you know the history behind it. As far as that was Texas was the last state to know that they was free. 1865. Emancipation was 1863. 2 years. But even before that, like, to think that you thinking that somebody signed this off, because they hate what was going on. But for the most part, they hate what was going on is because we was forcing that shit. And I don't know if you even guys got into the Gullah Wars. That's another thing. The Seminole Indians and all that stuff. So we was giving them hell, after the Nat Turner. So a lot of things were forced. It wasn't just because, oh yeah, we see now, so stay dangerous is what I say out here, be mindful, be smart, but stay dangerous and move accordingly, But always dive, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. Always dive into what is being told to you, and do your studies. I stopped saying research, I was telling my homeboy, I was like, researching. When you research, it's because you already know. So you're researching for that information that you already know. You may have forgot it or whatever the case is, somewhere back in your subconscious. So I just say studies, do your studies. Or you can research, But like I said, we all have the answers. It's already within us. Maybe we just lost some things, and maybe somebody need to remind them and spark that, get those neurons firing in their head with, oh yeah, I remember that, get them connected and stuff. So just wanted to touch on that. And also, like, we're gonna go back to Father's Day, like I said. So the reason why I say, when I said my little spiel about the ladies in the get-go, and also just the man that's out here doing it. But I also wanted to touch on fathers, just fathers in general, saying it doesn't have to be Father's Day, because like I said, you should be appreciated every day that you're holding it down for the fam. But I wanted to talk on the topic of fathers, and want people to understand, and you truly are a father when you're teaching your kid and you're not you helping them and you're grooming them to be able to move throughout, this world, because it's a lot of tricks and snares out here, man. And for you to be there and do that, that's, to me, is real fatherhood, where you're not pawning them off on somebody, or letting somebody else teach your kid, man, because you're not really raising them. You're letting them get another somebody else's mind. But that's another, they can go with the fathers, the ladies as well, when we look at the grand scheme of things, when we do these things, we trust in a lot of these people to instill the information that we think they should know. Because like I said, a lot of this stuff I learned after the fact, so I didn't learn it through school. So what does that tell you, so we have to be accountable for also passing down that knowledge, because we are walking books, so things that we went through or things that we learned along the way, we need to be passing those down to the little ones, and just giving them that knowledge and the upper hand, because this world is set up to, for our demise, for, the stupidity. My people, suffer from the lack of knowledge and, no vision, but just going with that, and just, just look at how the world is set up. It's off of people's ignorance, certain things wouldn't be running the way that they'd be running if people were smart or wised up on, what they need to be doing and how they need to maneuver out here, because other than that, them things will collapse, because there won't be no need for it, because you're moving accordingly, man. So big ups to the fathers that are out there doing that, and the mothers, just the parents in general, the pair that rents I can go deep, y'all, but I appreciate all that. And I want to just say I appreciate the ones that figured it out. That's one thing that baffles me with, when I grew up without a father, your stereotypical black male, as they would say. I want to say when I'm 5 years old, been out my life since then. And then I reconnected. Well, he called and tried to reconnect when I was like 21, but I, made sure that bridge was connected and made it happen, and just got some closure on a lot of things. But to me, growing up, I was angry at first. I wanted to whoop his ass, but in the same mindset, I was still growing. And then when I learned and got a better understanding about life and just what goes on out here, let bygones be bygones. But in the grand scheme of things, I was like, hey, I had a different mindset, that I wasn't going to put my child through the same thing, that I was put through. And, I figured it out and just learned from those mistakes, and, hey, this and that and the third. But the thing that baffles me is when people that went through that same situation end up repeating and doing that same, stuff to their kid. Oh, my father wasn't around, so I'm not around for my kid. Yes, man, I made you a better person. And yes, I ain't gonna say the kid is tarnished and, fucked up because of that. But we need to, I guess, like I said, just pass down that knowledge, man, to help them survive a little bit better out here. Even though it's already passed down into the DNA and et cetera, et cetera. But still, give them a little bit of that cheat sheet, just to, so they just have a little bit of that to hopefully prolong them in this life, that a lot of people are manipulating and, trying to come up off of each other. So, as always, man, like I said, love yourself, value others. And I ain't gonna go on too much of a rant with that, but like I said, I hope everybody enjoyed and just dig deep and, look into a lot of things, man, because only then you would understand, what's going on and how, this game has been played and flipped and all that crazy shit, man. So, it's sad, But other than that, you guys can see all this craziness going on, man. You got these, I ain't trying to bring y'all down on us, so it's supposed to be a motivation, right? So, I would just say this, man. Continue to do what y'all been doing, man. Growing and learning, man. And like I said, even if you still make the same mistakes, man, it's just something that you're chinking away some of that weakness that's that you're carrying with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you may not get it right that first day, but you're getting it right. So as long as you view it like that, you know what I'm saying? As I say, the cup half full, not half empty, for the most part. Or even if you feel it, even if you see it half empty, like I said, you can't get it wrong. If you see it half empty, well, guess what? One of these days is going to be full, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you see it, because somebody's going to pour in your cup and make it full if you don't see yourself pouring into yourself. So, as always, man, like I said, I can go on, and then I'm going to go ahead and just seal the deal with this one, man. Enjoy y'all Monday. Have a nice start. Get to it. But also in the midst of it, just, you know what I'm saying, start researching you if you're lost, you know what I'm saying? So, as always, Hakuna Matata. You know my motto, ACL. Accept it, change it, or leave it. That's my thing. If you see something, pretty much in a situation and you don't like it, or if you like it, you can't do nothing about it, then you gotta just, or if you don't like it, you can't do nothing about it. You just gotta accept it, man. Don't beat your head and be stressed out about nothing, And then if it's something that you can change, like I said, change it. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of that situation, you know what I'm saying? Get a different job, whatever the case may be. Or leave it, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to do that, man. We got to be the bigger person, you know what I'm saying? We can't count on others to be it for us. But as always, peace.